I got into that guy's car. I started crying without even uttering a word. I just started crying, and then this dude just looked at me. He said to me, "My sister, whatever it is, you're gonna get over it. Like it will come to an end. I don't know what it is. Where are you going?" I was going to Rife Orange. Can you imagine from the Randburg side to the
South.
south? Yes.
Let me introduce to you the new kid on the block. Mellavi is a new skincare range that recently launched. It is for face and for body. We deal with hyperpigmentation, anti-aging, wrinkles, natural glow. We also deal with dark inner areas. We target dark inner thighs, dark armpits, dark neck, dark elbows, dark knees, you name it. We also have a shaving combo. This shaving combo deals with ingrowns and shaving bumps. Both men and women can use this good quality product shaving range. We've got good actives in our product from glycolic acid, hyaluronic acid, kojic acid, and many more. You can contact us on the WhatsApp number that is popping on the screen, or you can reach out to us on all our social media platforms. We are here for all your skin needs. Hi everyone, welcome to O Narrative Podcast by myself, Promise Magunyane. This podcast, it's about marriage and family dynamics. You know, if you'd like to be a part of our podcast, you need to write to us on the email address that is popping on the screen. Do not forget to put your number, preferably your WhatsApp number, so that we can contact you once we vet your story. Guys, I'm going to ask you again, please subscribe to my channel. Take this moment to check the subscribe button somewhere on your phone and click on it. It has to say subscribed to show that you have subscribed. I've seen the numbers are stuck now on 56. Or please, guys, if you have not subscribed and you keep watching my content, please just click that subscribe button. It doesn't even cost you anything. It's for free, but it makes a difference on my side. Anyway, guys, I'm sitting with this lovely lady whom I received an email from her, and at an instant, I knew I had to host her because her story is just one of a kind. Like, it's just like, are there people that live like this? And maybe they are there because she's one of them. Maybe you are not the first, but if you are the first, maybe people are going to start living like how you are living. Okay. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for writing to us. Do you mind just introducing yourself, telling us about yourself, what you do, business work, if you've got kids?
Okay. My name is Lerato Pasha. I was born here in Joburg, but I was raised in Limpopo at a very small village called Rampahlele, Maijan. So I spent most of my primary school there and half of my high school. Then I went to boarding school. That's when I started traveling between the two provinces, Limpopo and Gauteng. So I've got two beautiful daughters, aged 20 and 12.
That age gap.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had forgotten how to put diapers on. 20 and 12.
And my marital status, I'm single.
Yeah.
But I'm not a single mom.
Okay.
I'm not a single mother.
That's why you are here. This is a baby mama on another level. Ne? Baby mama of the baby mamas. So when did you, before we get into you being a single mom, when did you meet your ex? Is it the father of both the kids or which kid?
No, they both have their fathers.
Okay.
The father of my first child is the one who broke my virginity.
Okay. Yeah. 20 years ago.
Many years ago. Before I passed my matric, because I didn't believe in this thing of dating in high school.
Okay.
I didn't do it. We only started dating when we both went to tertiary. So in 1997, it was back then.
You're exposing your age.
That is exposing my age, of course. So yeah, I passed my matric and I went to TNG. It was TNG by our time. It's TUT now.
Okay.
And he went to Pretoria Technikon. We were now in a relationship for that period when I was still there, and unfortunately he had to leave 6 months after. I think he was doing the semester course.
Okay.
And then he had to pursue his career at Wits. So now our relationship started drifting apart. So we separated for about 4 years. Because the following year, I had to relocate now to Limpopo. I went to study at University of Limpopo, but the Unigaza campus, when Limpopo still had the branches.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went and studied at Unigaza, and that's where our relationship completely stopped. Now, okay, I started like seeing other people, and it didn't work. So 4 years down the line, after passing I didn't complete my degree because like I studied for 3 years and I was left with one subject. So I spoke to my mom that let me rather study through UNISA so I can graduate because like I can't study full year for one subject.
Okay.
And lucky enough, I got a job. I got a job, and that was my first job ever. So I was residing this side full time in Gauteng. And one time my cousin called me, and no, she came to visit actually in Joburg for school holidays. She said to me, I met so and so, meaning my ex.
Yeah.
We were in Moria. They're both ZCC members. And she said to me, the guy still loves you. We had a chat. He told me how much he still loved you. He wanted you to be his wife. And like he wishes that maybe you can give him second chance. Me just roaming around, not having, steady boyfriend. When you complete your studies and then now you wanna start family. Because I don't know who programmed the whole thing that you must study
And then find a
work,
job
and then start
get
having
married
a family.
or having a family.
Because it was in my early 20s. I was 22. So now I said to her, are you serious? She said, yeah, but why don't you give him second chance?
This is 4 years later.
4 years later. Oh, God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
I said to her, where can I find him? And then she said he gave me his numbers.
Oh my God.
And it was the landline. The landline.
Yeah, miracle.
Ya ka ntlong ka gabo. So he wasn't even far from me, like, because like they stay in Joburg. He grew up here. So I called
Him.
I called the
The
landline.
landline.
And guess what? He was the one who picked up the phone.
Ooh, hey.
And he was like, yeah, when can we meet? And I'm willing to fix things. Let's get back together. Yeah, to cut the story short, we started dating. And a few months down the line, I was pregnant.
Baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember my baby was born in September. So clearly I got pregnant in December, somewhere there, when everyone was excited. During the festive. Yeah. Then, okay, I fell pregnant. The relationship was okay. We were fine. Unfortunately, I was working shifts. And I didn't want my child to be raised by my mother in the villages. I didn't want to do that because I saw that with my sisters. It didn't work for me. For me, it was just a no-no. And his mother is very generous. Like she spoke to us, she sat us down and said, okay, Lerato, now that you're going to go back to work, can I please help you with the child?
Oh, wow.
So the child was 6 weeks old. So he's been present in my child's life. I just don't want to prolong the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we were together now another 4 years. So I don't know if it was me or the grandmother, my mom-in-law at that time. So I would go see the child when I'm off. I was working weekend in, weekend out. So when I'm weekend off, I'll go and see the child. So we used to have like some disagreements with my mother-in-law. I don't know why, but now we are very best friends. I don't know why we were fighting. Yes, now. Even now, I just came to fetch them from her.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had those up and downs, and for him, it was just too much. Having two women under one roof, it didn't work for him.
It didn't work.
He said to me, Lerato, you know what? You and my mom are putting me in a very
Under
awkward
pressure.
situation, and I don't know who I must choose in between because you're always on each other's necks. And I said, you do what is best for you. Then he bought a house. We moved into that house. I didn't stay long. It was that year when, he's 5 years older than me. So like his friends were getting married, and I was hopeful that now
Yes,
it's
it's
coming
our
to me
time.
soon. And we moved in together. I was just moving in because clearly I wasn't contributing anything. I don't want to lie. With the job that I was doing, I wasn't getting more money to can say we can
Bring
join,
things
but
together.
yeah, okay. I was just that lady who will just put the ornaments and everything, when the
Yeah.
curtains, you choose all those things. So we stayed together, we were fine. But 3 months down the line, I could see the guy is not happy. And again, it was towards December.
Yeah.
So I one day I suspected cheating because he would answer the phone while it's just the two of us. We were staying together because the child, remember, stays with the
The
grandmother.
mamazal.
Yes. So he will start answering the phone in the evening, and when someone is answering with the commas and the and maybe you're in the lounge, he will move to the bedroom. So it was such things I could
And you
observe.
can
Like,
tell
yes,
when
I can
someone is
tell that there's
dating.
something. Yes. Okay, fine. I left it like that, and this thing started like putting pressure on me.
On
I
you.
started being depressed a little bit. So at that time, you wanna fight. This is my man. I'm not
Yes.
gonna lose him.
Yes.
Yeah, like
To another woman.
I can see we can build something here. Okay, fine. To cut the story short, it was a New Year's Eve. I spent the New Year Eve alone. He was not there in the house. And I just thought to myself, maybe he went to see friends. But at least, if someone just calls you and lets you know that, don't be surprised if I'm not back. It's because I'm still caught up. I'm busy with my friends. There's nothing wrong with it. So fine. He came, and the following day, in the morning,
He came in the morning.
yes, in the morning. And now I have to go to work because with the job that I'm doing, I'm working even on holidays.
Oh no.
I was working for fast food. Yeah. So now I didn't ask him. I'm not confrontational. I'm someone I don't like to confront.
Urabetu no shifruga kena no humula no.
I prefer to just get into my car, drive, and then when I'm calm, I'll come back. I'm like that.
Sure.
So normally during those holidays, because now he was working and the company that he was working for were closed. Remember, December people were closed, and then they take. So he was not going to work. Some days he would give me the car, use the car to go to work, and then I'll be at home the whole day because we only had one car. Okay, fine. But that day, some days he will take me to work. Because remember, when he moved to that side, I had to relocate as well because in terms of my job, because of the distance.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when he wanted to take me to work on the first, I said to him, don't even think of taking me to work. And I shut the door at him.
I'll go.
I left. And the area where we moved to, it was new developments.
It's not the taxi.
Wasn't it taxi? Can you imagine? Wasn't it taxi at that time? So now I just got a lift after just leaving the gate. It's like he's staying in the main road. I got into that guy's car. I started crying without even uttering a word. I just started crying, and then this dude just looked at me. He said to me, my sister, whatever it is, you're gonna get over it. Like it will come to an end. I don't know what it is. Where are you going? I was going to Rife Orange. Can you imagine, from the Randburg side to
south?
South. Yes. So I wanted transport that will take me from there to Joburg. Then the guy dropped me at Wanderers. Like,
I'm sure.
without any payment or anything.
Shame.
His last word was just say to me, whatever it is, it shall pass. Imagine.
A stranger.
Yeah, I went to work. Okay, I think I left something before that. There was a day where when he was doing these conversations with the girls, I wrote down the number of this lady. When I got to work, I called the lady, but I pretended I was from Metro FM. I'm working for Metro FM. There's this dude who's so much in love with you. He would like to dedicate a song. Can you tell me who the guy is? She was just blushing there. And then I said to her, do you know this person? And she went like, yeah, that is my boyfriend. That's when I knew. The girl was excited. And she called him, thank you for dedicating me a song on radio. And then he just said to himself, it's that BIS that I stay with.
Is that BI?
That I stay with. He didn't even bother to ask me.
To ask for it.
Yeah. So on that day when he didn't sleep at home,
You knew
I
where he
knew.
was.
I first thing that I did when I get
After
to work,
crying on the way, when
Yes.
you got to work.
I dialed the number. Lady, I'm so and so. Last night, this person did this and this. Do you still remember getting a call? She said, yeah. She told me the whole story. I even thanked him for dedicating me a song. And then he said, no, that must be the mother of my child.
The mother of my child, not
yes.
my girlfriend.
No, no. So the lady said, you know what? At this age, he wasn't with me last night, to be honest with you. Clearly, it's not just the two of us. Maybe we are more. It's either he was with friends or he was somewhere else doing what God knows. Yeah. So
But did girl know that you were the main?
I asked her, she said, I normally come to the house. And
Your
I was
house?
like, yeah, don't you see that there's a woman in this house? She said, I get things like you working for this company and you wear the name badge. Sometimes I'll find the name badge in the car. I'll find the child's toy. And she was just honest, you know, that someone
my
who's
God,
matured and
yes.
she was just peaceful with the whole thing. And then she was like, you know what? It's the hype. At his age, he can afford to buy 1, 2, 3. He can afford himself. So clearly he's doing some shenanigans.
Yes.
But he wasn't with me. That's when I knew. And then it was the first, the second. The second, when I was off,
Yeah.
I told him, I think I'm seeing some things. I don't know if I'm seeing things, but you've been acting weird.
All this time you did not confront him.
No.
O mmeile molato.
I can
Ah,
confront
banna, yo,
what's about. I
nka
can confront.
hlokofala.
I don't. Okay, fine. I said to him, can we talk? He said, yeah, can go ahead. I said, I can see you are distancing yourself. Like our relationship is drifting apart. Is there something that I'm doing that you don't like? And he was like, you know what? I actually need some air.
Oh.
Sure.
Ko mo file power ya go tswa.
I
Na
need
palla
some
ko
air.
botsa.
Yeah, I was suffocating him. And he didn't know how to put it.
Oh,
Okay, fine. Dude, what do we do? Okay, I'll give you space. I'm going to the cupboard. I'm taking my
things.
black bag, my girl.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I'm taking, this is mine, I'm taking. I took everything. I said to him, now we are going to your parents because your parents know that we're staying together. They must formally know that I'm not here anymore. We drove. It's not far. It's just that we are in Gauteng. All of these things are happening here.
Yes.
And we went past his parents' place. I spoke to both parents. The father was a very sweet somebody. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2012. May his soul rest in peace. That was a loving man. So they said to me, I told them, I'm not going to stay with him because he needs some air. They say, you know, parents, they will advise you, give him space. Maybe he'll come to his senses because they don't even know what is going on with him.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I want my child.
I get you mokotlaka.
Hey. They were like, no, Wana Pasha, you can't do that.
Hey.
Because now I you're having differences. And then should you come to resolve them, then what?
Yeah.
You're confusing the child. And still with the job that you're doing, we still need
help.
We are here for the child.
Yes.
She is our grandchild. So
Yeah.
there's nothing we cannot just say, okay, take her, knowing you're going to start.
Yeah.
I left and I went and stayed. My mom had a flat in Joburg. I stayed there.
That's how you guys separated.
That's how we separated. And a few months down the line, he sent me a text. Like, how would you feel if we were to give our relationship a second chance? Me being stupid, being me, I said, you know what? You know how I feel about us. I didn't decide this whole thing. You decided you want to have some
person.
my new time. So I was giving you that. But we never pursued any relationship further. Like, it just ended like that. But he's always been there. Like, he is 110% there when it comes to the child.
Kid.
Yes.
Okay, so now we get into your second baby daddy.
Yes.
Which is Khokhoya Taba.
Kgwekgwe ya taba, eh.
Yeah. So your child is 8 years now. Your second
Yeah.
daughter is 8 years.
Yes.
And then when do you meet the dad?
I met the dad in 2011 around Feb. He was actually my former manager.
Oh,
But when we were working together, I didn't see him as my boyfriend. Never. Never even in my wildest dream I ever dreamt, or this one is going to be my
Yeah.
boyfriend. That's how rough he was with us at work.
At
He's
work.
very strict when it comes to, we would fight. And, Mix It. Do you still remember
yes,
Mix?
mix it.
Then we met on Mix It. I can't remember how it was working.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how we got to see each other
Each
on Mix
other's.
It.
I think it would. Do you see how we just see FYP, people's profiles on
Yeah,
TikTok?
yeah.
It had where you can bona batho, then uba add or add.
Yeah, I can't remember. Probably
Yes.
it was that. Then we started chatting and we were flirting over the phone. And from flirting, we wanted now
Were
to
you still working
pursue.
together?
No, I saw him like 5 years later.
Oh.
He left the company and went and worked for another company. So we didn't see each other for 5 years. Now we're starting to chat on Mix It. Okay, fine. And he's not African.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Hence the rainbow thing on my. Yes.
Oh, where is he from?
He's from South Africa, but he's Afrikaner.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
O tla tla le land soon, ke sure.
Modimo, I wish. I wish.
Okay. Okay, now I understand why your situation could potentially be like how it is.
Yeah.
A se motho o montsho motho.
A se motho o montsho,
Okay.
ba re ke lekgowa nka re beya jwalo.
Ke lekgowa, it's a white man.
Yes. So, like, he started visiting me. He was not familiar with Joburg.
Yeah.
I remember the first day when he came to visit me. Now I moved from my mom's flat. I'm having my own place. He was shaking. Like, for an hour, I had to calm him down. He was like, yo, where on earth is this happening? Like, when you work, when I'm facing that direction coming to your place, there's a million people facing me, and behind me there's another. You know how Joburg is.
Yes.
Like, he was trembling, shaking for an hour, a good hour, and I was like, what can I get you? Just to calm down. He was red, pink. But eventually, like, okay, we started dating. I'm very fertile. I'm someone who just catches.
Yeah.
I catch
Net DJ.
quickly. So we met in Feb. And now in April.
You were pregnant.
No, I wasn't. He started moving slowly
Okay.
to my place. He was getting used. He could drive in and out. The first time he came with the Maxi Taxi. It was Maxi Taxis that time. He came with Maxi Taxi. Now he could drive, spend the whole day, drive back home. So he was getting used. He was becoming comfortable. Then, okay, Miguel, the guy moves in into my flat.
Yes. Joburg CBD lekgowa.
Gare. You don't want to mention the streets because it's going to just shock you. So,
Mosadi, dangerous space.
So yeah, we moved in slowly together. He started taking over the responsibility of being a man, the rent and all that.
Yeah.
And yeah, December. Yeah, August, September.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, early December, and then I could feel like I'm feeling weird.
Yeah.
I went and did the pregnancy test, and it was positive. Okay, the guy made it clear when we were dating that I don't want to have kids. I've got dogs. I'm okay with my dogs. I don't want to have a child.
Yes.
Now me being me and with my situation of not raising my own child. Remember, they took that one when she was 6 weeks old.
Yes.
I spoke to him. I sat him down and said, you know what, babe? I want a child. I want to have a child of my own, because with this one, you can
belongs to
see
my
she visits
in-laws.
me. She belongs there. I want someone that I can hold, bond with, and call my baby that I raised. He was like, I don't want a child. Okay, it's fine. I said to him, now that I'm pregnant, I'm going to keep the pregnancy, because he advised me. But he said, even if I can get excited, I mustn't mention it to my daughter even a single day that he didn't want to have a child.
Oh, yes.
But my child understands. So he gave me money, left money there. You must go see a doctor. I said, okay. Ta-da! He was going to work. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Later, when he came back. He just found a bunch of clothes. I went to Meta Price, bought myself maternity clothes. The excitement of being pregnant.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
he didn't speak to me for 2 weeks. 2 good weeks. Like
O
it was.
trepile monna ka ngwana.
I even said to him, I'm not trying to keep you so that you are with me because of the child. Even if you decide the relationship is not working somewhere down the line, you can go.
I'll take care of the
It's my
child.
child. I just want the child of my own. So he came around eventually. Now he started doing shopping. He's someone who likes online shopping.
Yeah.
Shopping for prams. This
Oh,
man
wow.
shopping for everything that the baby might need. And I think he just had a fear of what kind of a father is he gonna be. Yeah. And yeah, we moved to Glenmarais, and that's when I gave birth in 2012.
Yeah.
We were fine. We are fine.
The relationship was
The
good.
relationship was good. It was okay. But, as a woman, there are those things that you need. And if a man cannot meet them,
Which is what?
which is, okay, you need stability to start with. We need progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need someone with the same goals as you. We need to work together. We are one thing. So if I'm pulling this way and then you're pulling that way, what are we building? We're not building anything. There are certain things that we couldn't agree on.
And big things.
Big things. And it became a problem to me because I cannot be in a stagnant relationship where there's no improvement. We wake up every day, we go to work, and it's not like we work in junior positions. We're not working junior positions in a sense that you would say we don't have money.
We do.
You just don't know how to. We were not reaching an agreement when it comes to very important things in a relationship. Maybe if I can put it that way.
Yeah.
And it started dragging me. It was just too much for me. And even with the things that I cannot say out loud. But, he's someone who's he's a loner, I could say.
Okay.
He's an introvert. He just likes his own time. You won't go on holidays. You won't do fun things together. There's no entertainment. Okay, those are spices, but
what would he do on a weekend or chasenje?
On a weekend, you will go and eat, and then you come back.
Eat out.
Yeah. And he's not adventurous, but I didn't expect him to be adventurous. But, someone that you can do things with. Man, we are doing this life together.
Yeah.
I must experience the things with you.
Yeah.
So he wasn't like that. And, I don't know. I don't do it intentionally. I don't know if you've picked it up.
No.
It comes out naturally.
Okay.
This resting bitch face, I've got that. So sometimes I feel maybe I intimidate someone.
Okay.
When we are in a relationship and you are a man, sometimes you must just say no, and then I feel it as a woman.
Yes.
So he was not like that. Even with my previous boyfriend, the father of my first child. They were
so you are the masculine one in the relationship.
And I don't want that.
Okay.
Yes, it makes me looks like I'm a bully. Because, okay, I like going out. I do. I go out with friends. I drink.
Yeah.
Not as soon as but I go and drink.
Go out and have a good time.
On occasion and have a good time. And I didn't expect him to do that because of because of the person he is. I cannot take him to the township, those kind of things.
Yeah.
But he was just too much. Okay, fine. Those are just the little things that we're adding. But the main thing is, yes. And what do you do? So this thing started I was just 5 to being diagnosed, or I'm depressed now. I must start taking antidepressants. So it happened that I got this job. I was working for this company that was the first company to retrench people during COVID because, we were working like that with traveling. I was working for a travel agency.
Okay.
In 2019. So now, because our relationship is drifting apart, what do? You start looking outside. Now you're becoming something else.
Okay.
Because of you're communicating things, but there's no change. And I started seeing this guy who was so much older than me. You can't believe, like old enough to be my father.
How old? How old were you and how old was he?
You must just know that he's 30 years older than me.
30.
Mkhulu wa ka, yeah, something of that nature.
And then your boyfriend, how old was he, Yena? The
This
white
one,
guy, yeah.
no, he's 3 years older than
Oh,
me. He's
okay.
not that old. Normally, when you date a white guy, you expect
Literally,
no, he's just 3 years older than me.
Okay.
So
You got Mkhulu Bey.
yes, Mkhulu Bey. Mkhulu Bey is very rich and marstinch. Okay. Uswana fela. Okay, fine, but he's there. And because of, I talk a lot, I don't bottle up. I would speak maybe to someone that I trust. That I'm going through this and this and this, and you know what? So people in my circle, like my close friends and my sisters. My sisters are very close to me. They knew what I was going through, and I was telling them like my one foot is out of this door and one is still in. So one day, I started judging myself that maybe I'm doing this because I cannot get what I want at home. Now it's pushing me to be something that I'm not. So we were sitting in a group at work. I just broke. I started crying. And then there was this lady who was a bit older than me. She passed away last year. May her soul rest in peace. She took me to the boardroom and asked me, Lerato, what is the problem? I told her, because of the situation at home, now I see myself dating that
This
person. I don't know if it's because I love him or because maybe I lack something. So she said to me, those things happen. Fortunate enough, we had like the therapist, the company was offering therapist if you're going through some kind of psychological issues, like you could consult. I started consulting them. The burden was, okay, I was feeling lighter. Unfortunately, they retrenched us 2020. Now I'm a stay at home mom.
With a man that you don't like.
I like him. I tolerate him. I can stand him. We just not okay as lovers.
Romantically.
Yes, we just not fine. And there was a day where he found the SMS from this.
Cool.
Yes, and then my daughter went out on a Friday and didn't come back with the friends. They went apparently to Edinburgh to this old lady's house.
Okay.
The teenagers, they stayed over, but we were not aware. So I wanted to go to the police station to report that she's missing because it was after 24 hours. So he saw my phone. I left and then I was with my friend. I had to go drop my friend in Tembisa. So on my way coming back, he said to me, because I could see that he saw something in the phone, he said to me, where are you? Are you with him? That's when now he started like showing me that I can see what you are doing. And I got home. I went to the spare bedroom. I slept. And I spoke to him. Like I spoke. I'm someone who talks. I'm open. So during that time, he was working full time because it's essentials. Remember, during COVID, people
They were important now.
Yes, they were working. He went to work as normal, but now I was depressed. This thing was just becoming too much. Fortunate enough, I got a contract job for 6 months. I went and started working there. Now it was just becoming too much. I'm here, but I'm not here. I felt like...
Do you guys talk about the relationship or we are drifting? This is not working.
We do. He talks, but there's no action.
Okay.
He won't say no. He would say, I can see, but now what do you do? Nothing. And okay.
Were you guys still intimate at that time?
No. So we haven't been intimate for a very long time before we could call it quits. Yeah. Can you imagine what I was going through? Okay, fine. And there it was the same thing. I'm getting depressed. Like I feel like I'm not myself anymore.
Yeah.
What do I do? The company was also offering counselling. Those ones, they were coming there and then it was face to face. Unlike with the previous company, we were doing it over the phone. So prior to that, I called Metro FM.
Your favorite people.
Hey, Nana. Ask a man. Ask a man kabalela yona tab. Okay, I did this. Now I started dating this man
Old man.
because of 1, 2, 3. And they were like, you know what, 2 wrongs don't make it right.
Right.
You were wrong by doing that, but Leona, he must play his
His
part.
part.
Okay, fine. The guy just told me, the counselor told me, asked me one important question, Lerato, why are you still in that relationship?
Yes.
I couldn't answer him.
I would
Like,
say,
I don't even know why I'm still there. The bottom line is I'm there, but I'm not there. So I made it official the other day when he came back from work, because we are living as normal. We living in
the
a
kid is
3-bedroom
there.
house. Everyone is sleeping in his or her own bedroom.
You were sleeping in the other bedroom or sleeping in the other
Yes,
bedroom?
and the child was also sleeping in the other bedroom, like we are doing currently.
Let's go into this currently because that's the why we are here.
Yeah.
So you made it official that it's over.
Yes.
And then now how do you now have the conversation that we can coexist but not romantically?
I think it happened automatically because I said to him, I think I need to find my own place, since I get now we agreed that
It's not working.
we are okay as friends. We are good as friends, but not lovers. Hence, I'm saying we tolerate each other. We are like friends. We act like friends now. Now it's even worse. It's even worse. Like we talk a lot we don't talk about the relationships because he's never going to date his entire life.
He's never gonna date.
No.
Why Lerato tseba kang?
I know. You know why I'm saying this?
Hey, ngwanyana Limpopo.
Excuse me. One day, you know, when you are sometimes we stay for the sake of the kids. My daughter could pick up that my mom and my dad are not together anymore because now everyone is sleeping in their own room. And it started affecting her at first because, and they talk, kids talk at school. One day she came back from school, she was very upset, crying. She was even pink.
Oh, Ping herself crying.
Yeah, she said to me, you know, these kids were talking about me that your parents are even divorcing. And I asked her, how do they know? She said, but Mama, but we talk. I said, you see now, you are talking, but now it's coming back to you. It's fine. Papa and I are fine. You can see we are okay. She said, yeah, but you don't love each other anymore. And one day, she found me in my room. That's when I said, this is enough. Like to myself, I must start living my own life openly so. She said to me, Mama, you need to find yourself a man.
The 8-year-old.
The 12 year.
The 12-year.
Yeah.
Yes.
She said to me, you must find yourself a man. I think it was early last year. And then I was like, okay, where do you get that now? She said, I can see, get someone to love you.
Oh, wow.
Because you and Papa cannot love each other like a husband and a wife. I said, okay, it's fine. Why don't you ask your dad to do the same? She said to me, I did.
Oh, wow.
And I asked her, what did Papa say? She said, Papa said he's not going to find a girlfriend because now if he finds a girlfriend, it's either that girlfriend is going to have a child, whatever that I'm getting from him, I won't get. I'll have to share with my sibling.
Oh, wow.
So he's not going to have that. You know what? Same evening when he comes back from work, I said to him, you won't believe what your daughter said to me during the day. And he was like, what did she say? Your child with her stories. We call her Mrs. Stories.
Yes.
I said to him, she asked me, why don't I get someone to love? And when I directed the question that why isn't she asking you the same, she told me that she asked you. He said, yeah, she did, actually. He said most of the time that's what we talk about. They're very close. They even sleep together at some point. And I asked him, what did you say to her? He said exactly what she told you. I'm not going to date. Okay, he used to say that because his first long relationship was with me. He's never dated someone over 3 months.
When did you guys make it official that you're not romantically involved anymore? What's again? Emotionally.
It's when he found out that I'm seeing someone.
Which is which year?
2021. Yes, 2021.
So
But it was already like a year of us not being
intimate,
yes.
being in a relationship.
Yes.
So from there, then now you made it official. After you said, okay, we are breaking up, did you sit down and have the conversation that, you know what, but we're still going to stay together for the sake of Mwana?
Yeah, we did.
And you were okay with that
I
one?
was okay with that.
Because you want pay rent?
Yeah, maybe people will look at it like that.
Yes.
That now you just there, you using the guy, and
Not necessarily using him because he was your man, he's the father of your child.
you know,
he's housing the child.
Yes.
So you're staying with the child.
The thing is, even if I want to move out, like currently I've got my own place. He doesn't even know.
Okay.
I've got my own place. You know why I've got my own place? Should anything happen? Because now I'm open about my relationship. He knows that I'm dating, even though he doesn't know who. But he knows that I'm dating because I spend most of the weekend at my place.
And then now she's Ngwana at home.
Maybe I'm there during the day, and then after supper, I leave.
Go.
And I tell them, look, I'm not going to come back. So he knows. If I decide to drive back home and not go to my place, I will still knock. He opens. And then he will tell me, yes, as you woke me up and then I couldn't sleep again. You know what? We are so better as friends than when we are in a relationship. It didn't work. He's very comfortable with me being there. I'm the one who always initiates that. When I find my place, when he goes like, yeah, we had to move, mind you. We had to move from where we were staying because one of the things that we couldn't agree on is we cannot keep on renting. We need to find a place of our own.
Of our own.
Yes. We moved and I was in Limpopo. I remember my cousin passed away in this early December, but I spent the whole of December there. I had to drive back on the 31st because we were moving out. I told them, look for a small place, a 2-bedroom house where it will accommodate you and the child. Because every time we ask the child, if we go separate ways, who are you going to stay with? She always chooses dad. So it's like I don't have kids. They both choose their fathers.
Yes.
So they went and looked again for the same setup house. And
that will accommodate you
me
as well.
and them. We are okay. I don't know how long it's going to take for us living like this.
Are you scared that, why do you look for a place? Are you scared that one day he will find a woman and the woman will say,
no, he will never. That over my, you know what, my mom can turn in her grave. He will never find a girlfriend.
your mom will turn in her grave?
Yeah, I'm seeing like, I don't know, like he will never. He's someone, like I told you, he's a loner and all that. He's not someone who will look for a relationship. Okay, if he was pursuing someone or maybe wanting to have a relationship, he could be dating someone by now.
Are you not taking advantage of that? Because you keep saying he's a loner, he's a, reserved person. Are you not taking advantage of that, knowing exactly that he won't do that?
I'm not taking advantage. Hence, I'm saying I can myself. I can go stay anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I initiated, he's the one who's pulling back. Like, he doesn't want me to leave. He doesn't want me to leave.
So tell us about your setup. So it's a 3-bedroom house. You guys stay, anyone stay, the child in her bedroom, you guys in your own bedrooms. Yes. And then how do you prepare dinner? Is there any expectations from you or from him? His expectation is to pay for their house?
And everything.
Which is everything? What is everything?
Like the groceries. And
okay.
I do the groceries.
Yeah.
But
he gives you the money.
He gives me the money. I tell him, today I want to go shop at Checkers. Okay, how much do you need? He will send it. Tomorrow I want to buy cleaning stuff. Like, okay, how much do you need? He sent.
Okay.
Even when I'm running low with my fuel and something that has got nothing to do with him.
the child.
Him or the child. He does that. Wow. Like, okay, we love each other. The thing is, we cannot be in a relationship. I don't know if I don't think it's an isolated incident. Don't you think there are some families with a setup like that?
I do think, but I don't think it's an open conversation like that.
Oh.
I think it's just people drifting apart and just continuing. And I think maybe most of Batswadi Rai, maybe Badula so, and they've been staying like that for a long time. But it's not as open. That's why I was like, your conversation needs to be had because, yes, I'm 100% sure there are people that are living like that. But they never had a conversation to say, hi, we don't love each other. Can we look into just co-parenting, staying together? Which, for me, I'll do that, actually. I would do that. So now what is the setup? Do you cook dinner? They expect you to cook, just like when you're in a relationship where I know that
I still do everything that I used to do when we were still in a relationship. Remember, we are staying under one roof.
Yes.
It cannot be like, okay, now you cook your stuff and I cook
Yes.
mine. No, it doesn't work like that. We still live in the way we used to live when we were still in love.
In love.
Nothing changed. Just the fact that we cannot be together as a couple.
So what is your daughter now? How is your daughter experiencing you guys now? The setup that is now.
No, she's okay. She's fine. Hence, she can tell me, go look for someone to love, Mama. I can see you and Papa are not in love anymore. And now, because now it's been so long, I decided I can introduce her to my boyfriend. I didn't introduce her like saying this is my, but she can see, okay, Mama, and she talks, and then there's this guy.
This guy.
She can see. She's 12. These people know.
They
They
know,
know.
yeah.
And even with my first daughter, they are okay. They understand that Mama now must find someone to love.
Yeah.
I cannot live in a shell like just because ke sa fara gore batho ba tlo reng. One thing that my relatives or my family said they are fearing of, it's like, one day this man is going to kill you. Because they don't understand how we live.
And how he will say yes to this.
Yes. I told them he's not someone, we are not fighting. Maybe people don't understand the fact that we didn't separate because we fought or we just not
Compatible anymore.
Yes, we're just not compatible. We are not okay together as a couple.
I can imagine ga ikora ba tshepe gore wena ngwanyana tena.
Or
Setup ya gago e tlo go bolaya e.
we went to my some family funeral.
Yeah.
And
With him?
No, with him, no. He doesn't go anymore. He used to go when we were still together.
Okay.
But now, And there's, when someone passes away and then they suspect there's a foreplay and all that. So we only found out later that these people were not actually in. We thought, you know what, we paint a picture that we are fine, but
Yeah,
we're not.
we're not.
After she passed away, and then they started seeing the conversations between the husband and her, that actually these people were fighting. And they said, you know what, next time it's you. And I told them, guys, it's not like that. And my other cousin was like, she always used to tell me what she's going through. So he's generally he's a sweet person. I don't know, he's loving, but he cannot make maybe the husband that I anticipated.
Yeah. Because we get people that say, my dad was a good father but not a good husband to my mom. Or Mutware, my husband is a good dad but not a good husband.
Yeah. So hence I'm saying my story is not unique, but the fear of people saying one day you will wake up and then I don't know if you know the show.
Yes, the show.
Yeah, like, and I always try to, even someone, when I try to date someone, they don't understand. And they're like,
I want to ask you, your boyfriend,
yeah, he's like, Mara, how do you live? Like, when you go to the shower,
I won't believe you, Velena.
when you go to the bathroom, and I'm like, guys, we are over each other. We tolerate each other. This week, this whole week, the kids were not there. It was just the two of us. Like,
you never did anything?
Nothing. If I can tell you that when my sisters visit, and we find out my room is full and my child's room is also occupied, I can sleep with him and my daughter in the same bed.
Fun.
Yeah, that's how we are.
Being in the same room and then
Being in the same room until the following morning, nothing. Like now, hence I'm saying, yesterday and day before, because I took the kids to my first daughter's grandmother. They went to visit her.
So you also took your second child?
Yes, and my brother's child, the one who's crying.
Yes.
I'm looking after her. Yes, she's my brother's daughter.
Wow, if there's one thing you are blessed with, it's a support structure.
Yes.
It's a community.
ke na le community.
You've got a community.
Yeah, because she went to Limpopo.
Okay, because I keep money bile ore lekgowa ke sa tlo botša gore ke lona lekgoanyana lona
No,
le le ntshwanyana.
I was supposed to bring her. We were running late.
The first baby date.
Yes. The first baby date. And she came back like 4 days. She was like, Mama, I can't be here. There's no Wi-Fi. So we had to make a means so that she comes back. After coming back now, she went to the sister.
Sure. So okay, yena lekgowa e re le mo. Where is he?
He was at work. He knows I'm here.
So do you still say, hi, I'm going, I've got this today?
We do that a lot.
You check in.
We check in. Like when he leaves in the morning, because now I don't do 8 to 5. I've got my own things that I'm doing. So I'm always at home in the mornings. So he will say bye if I'm awake. If I'm not, I'm not. When he gets to work, he will send me text, morning, are you gonna go out? Okay, what are your plans? And then if I've got plans, I tell him. If he's someone who buys a lot online, he buys and sells.
Yeah.
I get his deliveries, and then he will tell me, I'm expecting so and so deliveries, and then can you receive them for me?
Yeah, just do
Yesterday, when then he found me, I was taking a bath, and then he texted me, what are we gonna have tonight? Can we go to the shop? I said, yeah, when I'm done. When I got home, I was done. We got into the car, went to the shop, we ate.
When you are in the bath, he can come inside the bathroom.
No, he doesn't anymore. I do.
You do?
Yeah, because the setup is like this. He occupies the main bedroom and suite.
And sweet.
So if he's sitting on the toilet, he likes to smoke and sit in the toilet.
Yes.
I go there and I talk to him, whatever that I want to say. While he's sitting, it's weird, ne?
No, it's weird. Now that you are a breaker down.
Yeah, it's like that. So, yeah, now, because my side of my bedroom, is bathroom.
Yeah, so
before
you
my
need a shower
bedroom.
that side.
Yeah, I shower that side. So if I'm in the bathroom, which I prefer bathing than shower, he will ask me, are you in the bathroom? And then I'll say, yeah. If I'm sitting on the toilet, I'm doing number 2. I open, we talk, and then he sent his message and
go.
Yeah.
I no way.
No way.
Yeah, so I start to get like the feelings at all. Like you are just seeing him as a brother in the house.
Yeah, I see him as a friend more than anything. Best friend. In a way that if maybe I'm experiencing a problem in my current relationship, I can confront him and tell him.
And ask for advice.
Yeah, this and this is happening, which I don't want to hurt his feelings. I don't want to take advantage of him. I know he cares, but I cannot, there's a boundary that I cannot just
cross.
Go over.
So do you go out with the child, like eat out at a restaurant?
A lot.
As a family?
We go together, yeah. We go to their favorite. He likes Indian food. If he's less for Indian food, he will text and say, I feel like Indian food tonight or Chinese. And we drive. If he doesn't want to drive with us, we go and buy me and the daughter. Yeah. It's that kind of a setup.
And the daughter now, she's okay. She's comfortable with your situation.
She's comfortable. She's fine.
You see, I would do that. You know, I would do that over divorce, fighting. You go there, you do. I would really
why
do that.
Fight? I'm one person. I was worried even with my first baby daddy. I used to tell people that the day I fight with that man, that will be the day we separate.
Yes.
Believe me, we never even fought. It was just peaceful. Okay, let's give each other space. Even with him, this relationship thing is not working. Let's just put a pause to it. Let's just stop.
Especially with kids. That's why, Kere, like there's really no need. Like there's no need.
No, I don't understand the thing. He won't see the child. I hate that phrase.
Yes.
I hate the phrase. Yes, the child is going to grow.
Yes.
But out of other people's sweat.
Yeah.
Now, Rona as woman, we must intervene, because now when you don't want the father to take accountability, the child will still grow. But now I believe I believed in marriage, it didn't work for me. And that doesn't make me a failure, and we don't paint marriage as a bad thing.
No.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not. But this going there, back and forth, I don't subject to that. I don't.
Me too. I don't think I would subject to that.
And you know what?
I don't
If I can tell you one thing that is unique about my baby daddies, they only have like one kid each. My kids.
Your children?
Yes, they are the only kids they have.
I don't.
Even with the current boyfriend I'm
Yes.
dating.
Le 20 years ke sa le ngwana ga go
20
fela.
years ke ngwana ga liwa na ana bana ba bang. 12 years ke ngwana ga liwa na ana bana ba bang. A ke na di baby mama drama tsa gore ba
Yes.
phone ba dirang. Le nna I'm not
Ma
that
wena na
baby
le
mama.
drama too. Akere wena you've got two. You've got ke rela gore ole if they were insecure men,
Yeah.
they were going to be insecure about the other one. The other one is going to be insecure. Wena,
I think
o tla
I'm
ba re
blessed.
you are blessed.
I am. And you know what? I receive. And I appreciate it. I don't take advantage of that.
I hope so, because you will look at life black and white, that you have to be married, have a child, have a family. But if that does not work for you, for example, you are in a perfect situation for somebody that is not married. Your children are still having a family. Now my issue is just family, that your child needs to have a father and a mother, whether lineage or ring, but somewhere they need to be
Yes.
full on both sides.
I could understand the fightings. My baby daddies are present in their kids' lives like 110%.
Yeah.
Even more than me. More than me. I feel
It's
they're
more.
doing too much than I'm doing. Because they're providing if I can tell you that.
Everything. They're even providing for you.
Even for me,
Yes.
yes. Because even with my first baby daddy, we don't have issues. Yes, if we want to reach a certain agreement about the child, now she's old, she can make her own decisions.
Yes.
We used to ask each other, like when she went to grade 8,
Where
we
is
sat
she
her
going?
down. Where is she going? She chose her dad because those are girls. She chose her
yeah.
dad, and I was okay with it. That it's fine. She would still continue visiting me. I don't see a problem. But now the thing is, now she was moving from the grandmother to the dad. Yes, but
Is the dad with another woman?
No.
Aowa wena o fela gore mmago o tlo thena ka mo lebitleng banna ba aowa o tla ba re botša.
And I want next jwang.
Aowa.
I want next jwang. When I separated with him, I didn't want to tell my mom. My mom was sick at that time. That is the very same year my mom passed away.
Okay.
So that year, everything, they just went south.
Hlaka-hlaka.
Yes. So when my mom was about to, like during her last days, she found out that I'm not staying there anymore. You know, old people's advice. She was like, Lerato, mosadi ga a tswe ka lapeng, o shiftela mosadi o mongwe." That is what I expected anyway. What was the point of telling her?
He.
Yeah, because ba tlo no go botsa gore o fotlhetša seropeng.
O babelwa.
O babelwa.
O nna le nnoši mo Gauteng.
Now I'm grateful for the men that I have kids with.
Yes.
Because ke phela le batho, I see people around me.
They're going through the most.
The most, especially when it comes to raising kids. Being a single parent, like I call myself, I'm single, but I'm not a single mom.
You're not a single mom at all.
Mm-mm.
Sure.
I'm very blessed when it comes to that.
Do you have any, in conclusion, we are 4 minutes in.
Okay.
4 minutes out or 4 minutes in. 4 minutes or any message to women who have kids, who have baby daddies, who are struggling with their baby daddies, co-parenting?
Okay, my message to the ladies out there who are struggling in terms of co-parenting their kids. I think it's very important. We must remember when two elephants are fighting, is the grass that is feeling the pain.
Oh, yes.
So now, if we cannot reach a common ground as a couple, what are we teaching our kids? Yes. I mean, you don't have to be in a relationship. You must just be cordial with each other. Just tolerate each other, because now you've got the responsibility of raising the kids together.
Yeah.
So how can I put it? Just be okay with you and him not being together. It's okay for people to to separate.
I think the problem is that I think why baby daddies and baby mamas fight is because they've not accepted their fate as a couple.
Yes.
Gore nna re sa nyakana, di re na e bereke.
Mara ge e sa bereke, what do we do?
That's the problem. If I bereke, that means le bana ba ka e ka se ba berekele, and that's when I'm like, no way. There's no way. If yaka le my husband I bereke, e tlo
baneng e
bereka kwa
tshwantse
baneng.
yes.
And that's where you compromise.
Yes.
Gore nna jaanong ga ke tlo haranga, I will have to reach a compromise for the
True.
sake of the children.
True. For the sake of the kids.
Yeah.
And this thing of now I'm going to just stay in a relationship for the sake of the kids. Kids are the ones that picks up when there's negative energy. They get hurt more while you're trying to
Shield them.
To shield them, yes.
Yes.
You're trying to shield them, but now they can see.
They can see.
Where there's, kgale sa ratane man, the
Wa
environment
bona.
is tense.
Yes.
Not.
Yeah.
Like, wanna know, it's like when someone comes from work and then, hi, how was your day? We are okay.
Yes.
We are fine. We just can't be in a relationship.
Yes. And that's why I brought you in. And for me, if marriage does not work, my parenting needs to work.
Yes.
It has to work.
We cannot fail both of
The children. No. Especially as we had our children inside the marriage, and now when the marriage is dismantling, the kids has to be dismantled
Yes.
as well. I can't do that.
Wabona with your situation
It's
where
worse.
you've got your
kids inside.
Yes.
It's worse, and that's where I brought you in, because divorces happen. Do you understand? Marriage goes through things, but I just wanted to expose other wives that are thinking of divorcing. There is that way as well. It's not like you are not dating. It's not like you can date, but you're still having the family structure for the
Yes.
children.
Yes.
And I think when the children are growing, then you can think about you moving out and what, and just being happy.
As long as there's no pressure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and lo save the way. Yo, mokone o sa patela ntlo, o sa patela dijo, o sa patela everything.
Mokone le
Aibo.
petrol o no tshela.
Wa tshela.
Mokone le ge nka re wa tseba gore ke eng, I'm out with the ladies and I'm running low ka cash. Mokone will just send it. Ke mo rometse ke modimo ne.
Aowa wena o rometse ke badimo le modimo ba go ragetse le kganyana go ragela go. Aowa wena.
Promise.
Aowa, that's the best deal.
The worst part gore ba le two.
Even your in-laws that side, like it's just really a blessing. And now that you don't have your mom, how na pressure bana ba gago,
No,
you've got those
not
people.
at all. Not at all. Not the reason why I wanted to come. It's
Yeah.
because now I've seen that. I've witnessed that a lot. That people are fighting and then your poor kids.
Hey, wena.
Ba suffer.
The kids are suffering, and most kids are suffering now.
Ka
What's
lebaka la gore
the king?
nna ke re a ka se ba bone. I just want him to see bagodi.
But for what though?
I think it's just being selfish.
Yeah.
Period. What else?
Being selfish over your children. Wa bona ga go tla mo
Yes.
baneng gona ba gago, no.
I want him to.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming. Your story is unique.
Thank you for
You keep
having
saying it's not
me.
unique, but I keep saying it's unique. But I wanted to just bring light on it.
Okay.
Thank you so much, and keep on
Welcome.
keeping on with your family.
I'm gonna keep on keeping on until when, I don't know until when, but probably when Mukoni says now I want you to, but I don't think I'll pursue
Yeah.
marriage anymore. I'll just
think so?
be okay in a relationship.
Okay.
Mara di controla ke Modimo, a re
The
tse-
control like Modimo wa re resh. But for now, this is your dynamic. It's working perfectly for you.
100%.
100%. Yo, guys. Anyway, this marks the end of the conversation. Please do subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.